I want you to kind of explain too, because I want to be a tool.
I'm grateful
for youngsters.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean,
yes,
or anybody who's trying to maybe undecided.
Mm-hmm.
A reference.
Got you.
She want me to say. You're high side over there.
I'm just.
Yeah.
That's what she found.
Tool,
wisdom.
A reference.
The wisdom.
Yeah.
Got you.
Did I use, is reference a better word?
It's a much
okay.
better word.
I would like this to be I would like this to be a reference for some people.
I take that.
They might be on the fence and not knowing what they want to do with their life.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And then they say, I see these guys, somebody like myself, you know what I'm saying? I was like, how does a guy like Greg Powell or Azim Rashid, how do they get to meet these people? I mean, you may have the dream of saying, well, I'm going to be an exec.
Absolutely.
But you have to, is it connections that you have?
Relationships.
What gets you through the door?
Well, it's a mixture of a few things. Hard work, understanding, patience, and definitely relationships. A lot of times you got to remember, man, walking in these rooms, you can't out-talk people. You got to be willing to listen first.
Exactly.
I sit around a lot of years and did a lot of listening, more people than know.
Already.
You know what I mean? Before I even start talking, like times like this, us talking, I wouldn't even took this type of interview. I don't do interviews too often. You know that, B. You know what I mean? So, it's just one of those things because everybody's talking.
You're right.
You know what I mean, my G? So
talking loud, saying nothing.
And saying nothing. And saying nothing. So I always wanted to be what the big homie got to say.
Yes.
And they would pull me to the front, which you happen to see many a times, and I give my piece. You know what I mean? But I just kind of learned from a different tool. And my biggest blessing too, don't get it wrong, I had some guidance. I had people like, I don't know, you go back with Glorious, Demetrius Lloyd. Shoot, one of our main partners, Lump.
Yes.
Lump brought me in the game beside my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Literally, when I say hands down, give all my credit to hands straight up,
Lump.
I went to Houston, learned how to do this business the right way, let's say, because he was already in the game.
When she say, what did BC do? I say, he Lump of Dallas.
Absolutely. That's the truth.
He is Lump of Dallas.
Once I heard him say it, I was okay with saying that. Because I look up to him, be honest with you, for years, because people don't know how creative this gentleman is, even from back then to now, because he was the one that was always bold enough to speak up.
Yes.
Number one, which he
ain't scared.
Then two, he's very creative. Like in the promotional game, you got to be creative enough to know what to do too.
Okay.
In time factors.
See, that's what that's
you
good
see what I'm saying?
That's
you got to be a forward thinker.
Okay.
People don't realize it. I'm gonna keep it real. This is a contact sport.
Explain
what I mean?
Explain it.
Well, and I say that being is what we was just talking about off camera again.
Yes.
Was everybody think they looking for a shortcut. And the best thing to do in this is when I call it contact sport is touch the people.
Yes.
How you get the one-by-one fan base and how you want to get out here. How I built some of these relationships, literally talking in some of these clubs after hours, and we might have been getting some off the barbecue pit.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can't curve that. You can't cut them short. You can't come up with certain things out of that, but only that way.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you, because you said something earlier that we still gonna be on the same subject.
Absolutely.
You're an athlete.
Absolutely.
If you practiced a certain way,
yes, sir.
Are you gonna change that up at game time?
Well, you shouldn't.
Okay.
Practice supposed make perfect.
Okay.
But see, at the same time, you got to be willing to practice good, though.
Yes.
You can't just
that's
do
what
anything.
I mean.
Yeah,
it's got to be fundamentally sound.
Absolutely.
So if you skip a step, that's in anything in life. I don't care if it's the sales process.
Yeah.
If it's if you forget, if your block is supposed to be, and you forget that foot,
yes. Assignment.
Is it gonna pan out the way
Not
you
always,
thought?
nah.
Not always.
Nah.
You may get lucky.
You get some luckies. Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
So what?
Because it is some luck with this thing.
I know it.
And I think a lot of times people get that confusing with that's the way it's supposed to go.
No, I know it.
You know what I mean?
I can do that. That fool did that.
Nah.
It was right. The stars lined up for some people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And what Mr. BC is talking about, the conversation we had, because there is a divide as far as generation.
Absolutely.
And we just want to let you know that what we did to get on and what y'all have at y'all's disposal, it should be a mesh of the two.
Absolutely.
Instead of just
not
saying,
a separation.
Yeah, not just saying, oh man, that's old school, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Or this new wave is, I ain't down with that digital stuff.
Right.
Everybody needs to buy into both sides.
Well, the thing about it, you have to look at what things succeeded.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, as
that
well.
works from
right,
doing that.
You already had a blueprint. So
I'm going to say this because we're talking music, right?
Exactly.
Let's get away from the music. I deal with a lot of Fortune 5 companies. And the one thing I can honestly say is they all approach it the same. Now, what changes is maybe the product,
yes,
the content, and the message. And I'm talking about, I've done stuff with Bounce, paper towels.
Yes.
I've done stuff with Nike. I've done stuff with Sprint.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about water. I'm talking about all kind of genre of businesses. You know, I had a lot to do with Core Water, announcing it to the community.
Already.
Just being honest with you. You know what I mean? We had a strategy. We went out during the summer. We caught pool parties and we branded it from a standpoint because branded it first, and then people got into the water.
You know why? Well,
you know what I mean?
You know what I contribute that to? People may change. Generations change.
Behaviors don't, though.
Human nature.
Does it? It doesn't.
Never
It doesn't.
change.
It doesn't.
And these people have spent
years
and years.
It just don't.
Years and years of research.
Absolutely.
Trials.
Absolutely.
To figure out what works and what does not work. And they'll have training class like Zig Ziglar or somebody will come out and just lead a training class, and he can go to a real estate school and teach that class.
Absolutely.
He can go to an automobile and teach that same class.
Absolutely.
Go somewhere else and teach that same exact class.
Absolutely.
And it's going to apply all the way across the board.
Absolutely. That's why I brought up different genres of things and promoted the same exact way. You know
That's
what
true.
I mean?
I never thought of it that way.
It's just the truth.
It's the truth.
There's a touch point with all elements.
Those are facts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
That's real, man. So,
absolutely. Absolutely.
So, you know, if people are wanting to get off their porch, get off your couch and you know, everybody don't have a talent. I can't sing.
Come on now.
To save my life.
Come on now.
My wife always say.
You can now.
But what is your talent?
Get in the right studio.
I'm not saying it's you.
Yes.
People got to find that talent.
You have to find whatever your talent is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And tap into it.
Yes, sir.
It's your girl, Jazzy K with Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone that's been watching. Hey, if you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with Super Tight. Yeah, I get the low from Big Bobo from the front seat, not no photos.